Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And we've got a bunch of Guns N' Roses news for you guys today. So let's get started with today's first piece of news. So Elton John was actually being interviewed by Zane Lowe, and he was asked about Eminem and Axl Rose. So he was being interviewed by Zane Lowe on Beats One, and Elton's going to be turning 70 soon. And in the interview, he talked about everything from his music career to his relationship with David, his children, The Lion King, performing Candle in the Wind, the dangers of celebrity culture, the future radio, and much more. So he was asked about his friendships with Eminem and Axl Rose, and he said, "I'm always a supporter of the people who are getting trashed. For me, Eminem was never homophobic. I listened to the whole of the Marshall Mathers album when I drove to a show in Southampton, and I was floored by it. And then I thought, how could anyone think this is? He's just writing about the way things are. Not how he thinks, but the way things are." And the same with Axl. Never in a million years did I think he was homophobic. So I did things. I did the MTV Music Awards with him and the Guns N' Roses, and I did the Grammys with Marshall, and I became very big friends with Marshall. I'll fight for anyone who is misunderstood and misrepresented by the idiots out there. And as you guys know, Elton John and Guns N' Roses have collaborated a number of times over the 90s. He performed with them at the MTV Video Music Awards back in 1992. Axl and Elton John shared the stage at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert in April of 92. And Axl Rose inducted Elton John into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994. And that would serve as Axl's last public appearance, at least for a couple of years. So one funny story that came out of the MTV Video Music Awards was that Nirvana was also performing at the same awards show, and there was this whole feud between Kurt Cobain and Axl Rose. And Kurt Cobain saw Axl's piano and spit on his piano. And when it came time for Guns N' Roses to actually go on stage, it turned out Kurt had actually spit on Elton's piano and not Axl's, and he was horrified by it. And then turning now to our next piece of news. So we've got some news about Slash. So over the weekend, it looks like his social media pages and his YouTube page may have been hacked. So this is a screen grab somebody got of his YouTube page. Apparently it was called Divos for a short period of time, but now it looks like everything's gone back to normal, and everything's functioning normally, and there's no weird posts or anything. Some people were joking on the forums that maybe Slash's login ID is just Slash and his password is Top Hat for everything, so maybe that's why it got hacked. And then we've got a new picture of Slash. Well, I don't know how new this is, but this is a photo I haven't seen before. So this is a picture of him jamming with his two sons, Cash and London. One of his kids plays drums, the other one plays piano. And Slash was actually on Howard Stern's show, I think back in 2012. He talked about how he tries to jam with his kids, but they get bored pretty quickly with it. Also said on Howard Stern's show that his kids don't really have any ambitions of following in his footsteps because they see how hard their dad has to work, and sports seem more interesting. So that does it for today's video, guys, and that wraps up today's news. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the contents of the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on all things Guns N' Roses, and if you just love Guns N' Roses in general. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. The links to my social media accounts are down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and have yourself a good day.